Thank you so much, Linda. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having us. You're a genuine powerhouse. You make this event so much lively. Help me welcome on the stage with a huge round of applause my distinguished panel, Luís Segura from Algarve Tourism Board, Rui Barroca from designFAO, trying to match your seats, Miguel Barbosa from Tech2Med Global Innovators, and last but not least, Elena Dimitrova from TEDxPraça Gil Eanes. Have a seat. It's amazing that we are talking about events in such amazingly organized event. It's really cool. I must address my first word to the ones organizing this super cool event, the Algarve Tech Hub initiative with AlgarveSTP, Algarve Evolution, and all the folks behind it. It's a genuine pleasure to be here. Thank you so much, and thank you again for putting Algarve in the map. And putting the Algarve in the map for innovative events, it's the Algarve Regional Board. They are promoting Algarve all across. But I'll pass the word to set the scene to Luís Segura from the Algarve Tourism Board and to share the thoughts. How are you effectively helping Algarve become this hub for international events?
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. And it's a very nice event that you're organizing here. So I must say, firstly, I should say this, because I started doing Algarve Tech Hub a few years ago, as you said before, we came into the stage, and the interest gathered on those first sessions, on those first editions, was not so big as today. Today, when I got in, not everyone is here already, but when I got in, it was full. The room was full. It was amazing to get in, even in the dark, the room being full. It's very good to see this. And yeah, we've been together since the beginning. I was not happy here. It's all merit. The merit is due, but it's a thing that I want to say. I also want to say that here in the Algarve, for every one of you that they are not from here, that you are not from here, from the Algarve, from the region, it's a very easy environment to collaborate. Meaning that all the institutions, the cross sectors, I mean tourism, I mean safety and security, I mean health, I mean CCDR, academia. It's very easy to get people on board when you want to do something.
Closer. Get it closer so that people can see. Got the note from the organizers. That's good.
All right. So just to point this, that it's a very easy environment to have institutions from different sectors to collaborate. All right. So our work in tourism, which is where I come from. It's very easy. It's a very easy job. If we don't do more, maybe we must be pressured to do more because it's easy. It's an easy environment to work. It's my opinion, and I've shared this with everyone in the Algarve Tourism Board. So, having said that, the Algarve, this is a very mature tourism destination, and what we do, we are not trying to reposition the Algarve as a tech hub or a place for to go from sun and sea and go to a position where we are going to be known for attracting tourism, tech events and conference events. We are not trying to reposition, we are trying to diversify. So this is a very important sector, the sector of conferences and tech. It's a very important even on our marketing plan, it's a very important product that we are trying to develop, and we are actively developing and creating a strategy and trying to align. I had possible answers prepared, but even when we do our homework, trying to create a strategy for tourism, we try very actively to integrate tourism innovation, the innovation sector, the academia, even the strategy is made having this sector in particular predicted and available for collaboration with other sectors.
You guys are really making a great job to promote the Algarve internationally, and that's been your ethos. Do you already have something rolled out for the coming years in this sector of knowledge sharing events and scientific events, as you mentioned? What are the immediate action? I know it's in your strategic plan, but what are the immediate actions that you have on your plan?
For instance, we are facilitators. We really have, imagine this, as I said before, the tourism marketing plan has a specific product, which is MI. Everybody knows about MI. We have a strategy defined exclusively for that product. For that product. Sorry, I speak with my hands. I speak with my hands. So we, as facilitators, we try to create and work with, imagine with the University of Algarve, with the Algarve Tech Hub, with the Algarve Evolution, with a lot of partners, creating conditions. I'm going to give one example. We are creating conditions to do the transition, the digital transition, and to specifically try to avoid being just solely a destination for sun and sea, but to have that diversification that I was talking earlier. One example, and the only one, together with CCDR, together with the University of Algarve, together with the Association of Municipalities, with the Algarve Tourism Bureau, we had a project, a specific project to allow the transition from just a destination, a well-matured destination, as we are known for, to a smart destination. So we worked together with them. We created a project to go this path towards smart destination. We have the governance planned out. We have the funding planned out. So this is the role that we have in that sector. Besides tourism, it's to create, to facilitate, to create conditions for players like you to come forward.
That's really amazing. That's all we need. That's all we've been asking. And thank you so much, Luís, for bringing the news. Please pass on the mic to the next speaker, Rui Barroca. Rui Barroca, he has been a man on a mission. He created one of the most cool events in design, internationally relevant, and of his own making. He invited, from his career, he met lots of interesting speakers in the design world, and he ventured out on a dream to gather them all in the Algarve. designFAO has been like one of those huge and relevant events. Guide us through the mission, the hurdles, and the resilience that took to create such a relevant event in our region.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Cabaço. Yes, designFAO started as a simple idea on a post-it note on August 27, back in 2018. And this is a reflection of someone that lived for 22 years in London. And as you can imagine, when you arrive after an entire month in the Algarve, you know, your aspiration is when I go back. And I wrote down designFAO as a conference. And from that point I started. And the first thing that I did was actually to understand and connect with the community. if I'm not wrong, the first email that I sent was to Hugo Barros. The second one was to George. And I started the conversation engaging first with the community, understanding exactly places, the community. And in my case, I was passionate because when I moved to London back in 2001, I went because I want to learn more. I never get that feeling of regret, or I don't want to come back. Come back to Portugal was always on my mind. And from that moment, I started preparing everything. And I remember talking with friends about, putting a design conference in Portugal. And the next question was, where? Everyone was expecting like Lisbon, Porto, Coimbra, potentially. And I said, no, this is the design conference designed by a designer. And for me, the experience is the most important thing. Because we have three pages here. Is the before the event, the during the event, that is what we've actually are sitting now, and the post-event, what will stay after people like us or the ones that travel to a particular place left, and what they share. And that for me was super important, was position specific in October, just to look at the last quarter, imagine recharging batteries, someone that is not from Portugal to be here, and at the same time, those that are here get the same experience when you go and events like New York, London. I try to bring a panel of 50-50 speakers in terms of locals and internationals. And so far, since we've done 3 editions, 2025 for us has been a transition period. We look back to those 3 years, and we collect a ton of information. We know exactly, we have from a customer retention has been quite big. People are coming and they're enjoying. And the most important thing, and I will finish with this, is how different is to create an event in a city like Faro, in the Algarve, because there is no distractions outside from a very busy environment and city. It's a city that we can easily walk. You land in at the airport, in 10 minutes you are in Faro, and you could be in a hotel or an Airbnb. And that experience, is simple as what you get from that particular day, because outside is not noisy, stays. And I have examples of attendees that they went into the second year, third year, and they said to me, Rui, do you remember this speaker talking about this after lunch? And that was so vivid because everyone was present there. That's why gatherings were small, and we tend to reach numbers around 150 attendees is where the juice is at the moment, because everyone like this is a great example. We have the chance to talk with speakers, to exchange ideas. And next week, we're all going to experience a mega event that is fantastic as well. But I believe that from a position perspective, the Algarve is very well positioned from a destination, from connections as well. And the idea, why not doing things in the Algarve and remove everything what was said here in terms of an holiday destination, Some friends said to me, Rui, I've been there in the August. You want me to come back again in October? But it's different. This time is just not vacation. It's for actually network, learning, knowledge sharing.
It's really about reframing what we think about the Algarve and taking advantage, as Pedro from Schilling of the previous panel, he was saying, there's no problem in being small. It's the human scale that we have that's so relevant. Thank you so much for sharing the journey. And from an entrepreneur to another entrepreneur, carry on, because the Algarve needs designFAO, needs you and your creative force. Now, down to Miguel Barbosa. Miguel Barbosa, we are on a mission on him. We are on a mission to convince him to organize this event in the Algarve, because everything leads to Lisbon when it comes to biotech. And we are on a mission to convince him to do it in the Algarve. What can we do to convince you, Miguel?
Okay. Okay. First of all, thank you for having me. So first of all, we need to identify here in the region who are the people that are interested in creating innovation in healthcare. In particular,
look at this room, man. There's lots of them. We are with you.
Okay. And also we need to have investors and partners that want to help us make the event. So yeah, apparently
guys,
we have, so yeah.
By a show of hands, who wants Tech to Med here in the Algarve? Everyone wants TechSemed here in the Algarve. Let's go, guys.
So guess next year we'll be here.
Well done. Well done. Let's go, guys.
But Algarve, in considering all the things that it has to do an event like that, is the ideal place because TechSemed, as you know, is an event that was designed to bring together people from the clinic, from engineering, who basically want to make things happen, who have problems and have ideas to solve those problems. So essentially is that. And it's an event that's, considering the fact that it was founded in 2019, currently we can say, I think, it has had lots of success. That's why we now, on September, we premiered the first edition in Brazil, in South America. The event has already generated 20 solutions, technological solutions, which is either supporting or has supported during the last years. And some of the solutions we are currently trying already to bring to Algarve. Some of them are being tested in Hospital of Portimão and Hospital of Faro. And basically, I think that Algarve has everything. It has people from all around the place, which is great to develop effective solutions because we need to cross knowledge and experience from different places in the world to generate effective healthcare solutions. Because people around the world have different realities and that those realities can translate. For example, just to give a brief example, if we developed a solution that can be delivered, for example, in South America to low-income people, that solution can have a much higher impact than, for example, a solution that we just can deliver in Europe because it's a very expensive solution. So yeah, we are working on that. And one of the partners that we are very happy to have brought to the region is the biggest oncology network of hospitals in South America that they have helped us found the center of the International Center of Biomedical Engineering Innovation here in Algarve, that we are now working with Algarve Evolution to try to have a physical
That
space.
alone deserves a round of applause. It's amazing. It's the new Algarve in the making and being announced on this room. This is super cool. Thank you so much for bringing all those investments and all those interests down to the Algarve. And as I said, last but not least, because I'm really proud of what you made here in Lagos, against all odds, she brought an international brand. Elena brought, and the team of founders along, TEDx to Lagos. TEDxPraça Gil Eanes was a remarkable success, and you're bound to something great also next year. You're already expanding and growing. Fill us in.
Thank you so much, Jorge. I'm really proud of what we did. And when I got this seed in my brain, I should do one in the Algarve. I haven't seen one so far. It only took me 5-6 months to make it happen with two of the people are here in the audience, Lisa and Marta. And it was funny because when I started, I thought, okay, let's make this brand come to the Algarve, because as far as I knew, there was only one that happened about 8 years ago in Portimão and maybe one in Faro, but I haven't seen a single video of any of these. So I said, okay, let's make this happen. And we gathered a team. We were on the streets asking people, would you want to come? Do you know what TEDx is? A lot of people were looking at us, who's TED? So we realized we did have to do a bit of education, because there is a lot of TEDx events in Portugal. There are a couple of Lisbon, a lot in Porto, I think also in the mid part of Portugal, but there was not enough knowledge here. So our mission became to spread the idea of TEDx itself before we can spread the ideas we're spreading. And thanks to our amazing volunteers, the speakers, the partners, everyone involved, we really made it happen. And a few weeks before the event took place, it was completely sold out. And we had this beautiful atmosphere on the day. We had this mixture of Portuguese speakers from all over Portugal, here from the Algarve as well. We had international people who live in the Algarve, who had these unique ideas in the marine biology field, in tech, in all kinds of stuff. And it was so nice to see these crowds mix up and interact in the lunch breaks, enjoy some amazing Algarvian food and wine. And it was a really proud moment because we brought the international brand, but also the soul of the Algarve came with it. And now a lot of these talks, they are all on YouTube, and we have already 230,000 views.
Wow,
combined,
that's
and I'm
an
really
impact.
proud
That's
that
quite
it's
an
our
impact.
first
A round of applause to Elena and the founders. Yeah, that's really impactful. Really cool what you did. But you're not happy. You want to grow. About 2026. Tell us what you can tell us about your event next year.
Well, there are two good news. The first is that we are already double in size.
Double the size. That's good.
Because the first time we had a standard license, but now I went to a TED, so an international one, so we can have 1,000 if we want to, if we have a space here, but we have 250. I think it's already a good growth. So if you guys want to join, it's on the 16th of May, Saturday, Centro Cultural in Lagos, to be amazing. The theme is Metamorphosis, the Beauty of Change, and you're all very welcome to come. The tickets will be announced in the next few weeks. And if you'd like to speak, I'm also in the process of headhunting. So if you have a really cool idea, especially in the technology space or science, medicine, life, anything cool, just come speak with me and I'd love to consider your application.
I think what we're witnessing here, it's the metamorphosis of the Algarve. When I originally founded ShareAlgarve in 2017, was the first innovation conference that I know of in the Algarve. We didn't add the crowd. We didn't add the crowd, we didn't add the support. But what we have now is a complete and utter metamorphosis of the Algarve, and it's a very fitting topic. Held the mic once again, just 30 seconds for a closing appeal on what's next and what you want the Algarve to give you in order to grow your international events.
Well, I think the best thing that can happen is all these communities, which yesterday were named, some of them, the geek girls, the women, international women, the blockchain guys, all of these, I think they should meet more often and make magic together. I think that's the solution.
Wonderful, wonderful. Great. Miguel, you.
So basically, again, just I need the people to support the projects, and because I think Algarve clearly needs to be a region, and all the people that we bring to meet the region and the things that exist here all say the same. Algarve can be, in the world stage, a place where innovation and tourism work together and where people can live and at the same time create and build dreams. So I think that we need to go there, and we need to go there together.
Inspiring energy from you, Rui?
For me, I'll go to one thing that is my passion is education. I would love to see more young people, university, secondary as well here, because those are the seeds. And if we have panels like this or speakers that could actually inspire and said it's possible to do this here, that is what I love to see more, like a participation of educational side, more visible, that we'll see in the future, because this takes time. This is like the Olympics, 4 years. That is what I have to see, and I will do. And there is designFAO actually does that. We always have 20 spots for students because those are the future, and that's the young talent that is needed to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. And Luis?
So these three examples, they are good examples. Everybody is doing their bit. Everybody's doing their bit, but the not so secret here is having that facilitating environment. We should work together because everybody is doing their bit, but we should do it together in a cohesive strategy and a fight strategy.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. A big round of applause to our speakers today. And that is it. Cheers.